We're live? What is this? What is this? In the afternoon? At 3 p.m.? Ludicrous. 1 second, I'm just propping up the green screen. Hello. Oh, that makes such a good sound. That makes such a nice sound. Oh, lovely stuff. It's a proper mess in here today. There's shit everywhere. Lovely, lovely. Let's see, have I actually lined up the green screen right? Oh, no. No. Oh, no, secrets. Secrets, that's not good. I can't be giving away my secrets. There we go. No secrets for you. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Hello. Good afternoon. How are we all? I'm streaming a bit earlier today. Well, see, I don't normally stream on a Friday at all. Streaming a bit earlier because Mrs. V booked us some tickets to go to cinema and told me yesterday or the day before. She put them weeks ago, apparently, and I found out like 24 hours ago. So yeah, we're heading out for like 8 p.m. or something, which is obviously right in the middle of normal stream time. If you're wondering why I haven't been streaming the last few days, I've been away. It was obviously Mother's Day, so I had to go to the mother. I had to see the mother. And she's also moving house soon in a few weeks, so I was just helping her like chuck stuff in a skip and like put stuff in boxes for the long weekend. So I have been away. I've been away. Twitch says we're playing Wreckfest. That's not right. That is wrong. F1 Manager. There we go. Last minute change to the VGP schedule. Mexican GP, let's go. You're getting excited? You're getting excited for the Mexican Grand Prix? I will, in real life, the Mexican Grand Prix is easily one of the most boring, like one of the most consistently boring races on the Formula One calendar. That track, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, is hot garbage for Formula One, and I am not having anyone tell me differently. Like, yeah, apparently you get amazing crowd atmosphere. It's a cool one to attend. Stadium section is cool. It has like one of the biggest crowds of all the races, I think. My God, is it shit on track? Awful race. So I don't know why you'd be excited for that unless you live like in Mexico City and you'll go to the race all the time. Getting excited to see Liam flip a bird to Checo. Sadly, we no longer have a Checo. There is no Checo in F1 Manager because he got dropped. No idea why that would happen. Completely unrealistic, that one. I think we also don't have Liam Lawson, potentially. Not sure. Not entirely sure. Video making Mexico go better? That could be in the cards. I was planning a couple of like improving the track videos for this year. I think starting with Miami. Hello. Oh, Alan Kowski. Hey, hey, Alan. How's it going? Yeah, I think I'll do like improving Miami, and then obviously you've got quite a long time because Mexico's in what? September, October. We've got a while, but I think I can do improving the Mexico Grand Prix later this year. That makes sense. Alan Kowski, welcome back with a Prime, 2 months in a row. Wonderful, beautiful things. Macros, Premiere Pro. Well, let me actually, for those of you here on stream, let me give you a sneak peek of what I've been working on. What the next video is, because it was a doozy.
Hello.
Carla, with the 2 months as well. Look at that. So this is Premiere Pro for the next video. And as you'll notice, if I expand this out, yes, yes, yes. What are we looking at? Currently sitting 2 hours and 51 minutes. It's gonna be a wild ride. So that should be coming. Actually, it bizarrely won't take that long to edit from now. I've done quite a lot of the editing already. It doesn't look like it in Premiere Pro, but I have. That could be coming potentially even this weekend or, you know, next week. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Make it exactly 3. I'm not going to add 9 minutes onto a video for the sake of it. Fucking hell. Ideally, I'd like to cut it down. I'd like to get it down to like 2.5. We shall see. We shall see. Why isn't it longer? That's what she said. Yeah. Hashtag sponsored. It is not sponsored. It is not. I don't think any sponsor in their right mind would want an ad placement on that. You never know. Maybe, you know, classic YouTube video essay style that for some reason gets 5 million views. We shall see. I don't predict that to happen. I think it's one for the more crazed fans, you here currently. But you never know. You never know. All right, let's get some F1 Manager going. How have I been? I've been all right. I've just been away. Helping my mum out, trying to move house. Dealing with stuff here as well. It's pretty much all set that we are going to be moving again in 6 weeks, which is a bit shit, which means I've now moved every year for the last 5 years. So that's cool. That's nice. That's good. But we've just had so many problems with this flat. Like it's just unjustifiable to keep living here. It's so terrible, the landlord. So yeah, we're moving again. So that'll be in the middle of May, so there might be some disruption then. I'll try and like film some quicker videos to get them scheduled for that time. But yes, an actual Mr. V actual garage. There's a chance. There's a chance. I won't be obviously renting a house for a garage in this economy. A house of a garage in this economy. But as said, my mum is moving. There is a chance that we will be close to her, and she has a garage. She had one in a previous place as well, but up until recently that was filled with an MR2. She has a garage which I think is less dilapidated than the previous one. There's a chance you might get some Mysteries Garage videos filmed in an actual garage in the not too distant future this summer. Exciting times are afoot. You'll give me $1 to sponsor the 2.5 hour video. I'll send you an email with the rates, Ethan. It's ever so slightly higher than $1. I would expect ever so slightly more than that from from my sponsors. Come to Scotland. I have a 2-bed house for 5 cents. Shut up. Just shut up, honestly. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Car sold? Yeah, the car sold a couple of months ago at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Also, back in time, Longhorn, I just bought a Lego F1 car today. Do you think Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, and McLaren is a good selection? I think that's an excellent selection. Wait, what size? I know they release a couple ones. Like, they have... I think they have some that are this big. But they also have like the full size, not full size, but not 1-to-1 scale. That would be interesting. But the bigger ones, did you get 4 big ones? Because I'm pretty sure each of them is like $200. That would be cool though. If you made like a full grid.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Okay, then here's $2 to sponsor the video.
I mean, the offer's getting more tempting all the time. I can't deny. We're getting closer, Ethan. We're getting closer. Thank you for the super chat. Is it working? Ah! F1 Manager! Welcome back to the channel. I realize I'm in the wrong place. I'm in my Wreckfest place. We kind of need to get to practice so I know where the speed bar is, so I sit in the right place above it, but I'll move myself back in a second. The big ones are 1 to 8 scale. I love, you know, when you get models and it's like it's a 1 to 12 model car. That means nothing. That means nothing in the head of the average person. I don't know what 1/8 of the length of a Formula 1 car is. I, off the top of my head, don't know what 1-to-1 length of a Formula 1 car is. I think they're about 5 meters, 5 to 6 meters long. I believe. I don't know that. I certainly can't picture what 1/8 of that is. Like in my head, 1/8 of a Formula 1 car is still like a decent sized car. That's still like several feet long, but it comes out like this. How is that one? Model scales are crazy. And then when you get small one, it's like 1 to 43 scale. It's like, that means fully nothing. No human can accurately picture what 1/43rd of a normal sized car is.
Timothy Van Vory joined the green screen enthusiasts. Timothy Van Vory celebrates 7 months of membership. Do 9-minute ad to become green screen enthusiast.
What? You want a 9-minute ad? Oh, I just realized what you meant. Well, to be fair, maybe I could do a 1-minute ad every... What's 3 hours divided by 9? Every 20 minutes? It's not terrible. It's not giving me some thoughts, but I do plan to cut that down. I do plan to get it closer to like 2:30, at least like a 2:45. So I'm gonna have to pad it out of a lot more adverts in that case to get to 3 hours. We shall see. We shall see.
Hello.
Even if it's mid-sentence. Timothy, thank you for the 7 months. Shabby with the 8 months.
Shabby rejoined the green screen enthusiasts. Shabby celebrates 8 months of membership. Penis.
Yeah, that is that's on brand. That's on brand. So thank you, Shabby, for that one. Also,
Hello.
I thought I was going to read it out. Then I was so eager to see how text-to-speech pronounce Michael Hompus. I get the feeling that's your real name, but yeah. In English, that sounds like quite a funny name. I can't lie. Yes, why am I over here? We were playing some Wreckfest 2 last week, so I had to get over here to get out the way of the car. I will move back when we get into a session, but we're fine here for reading email. The emails are over there. The emails are over there. It's fine. Anyway, Mexico up next. I believe we have but 5 days till we get to Mexico. We finished some research before then, so let's progress to that. Let's also see, do we need to build anything? Got some side pods on here. Everything else is risky, but life is about taking risks. That's all good. We can put some worse powertrain components in the car for... That's our best one? Well, let's save that for the race. Yeah, it'll be fine. Put some worse stuff in for practice. Yeah, it'd be alright. It's only... I mean, it's Mexico, right? We've only got, what, like 5 races left. We'll make them last. We'll make them last. Stick that in the car. Easy peasy. Car 2, what are we talking about? Failed on the rear wing. Got replacements. Failed on the floor. I got tons of parts, mate. Tons and tons of parts. Oh, God. Well, maybe not so much on the engine front. It's okay. We can swap these back. Fuck me, man. Jesus. We can swap these back before qualifying. So that's all good. Oh, my God. This is not going well. We'll swap them back before quali. That's fine. Everything else is going okay. We still need a new race engineer, but yeah, we can sort that in the off-season. Don't worry about that. Emails. October staff summary. Everyone's unhappy. And they all just hate the car performance. Oscar doesn't like his salary, which is fair enough because he's outperforming Max Verstappen. I would be annoyed too if my teammate got signed for like 20 mil a year and then you were easily demolishing them. Well, I guess imagine how Lando Norris felt when he was alongside Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah. Yeah. But that's fine. They're not all leaving, so it's all good. Let's go to the Mexican Grand Prix. Imagine if Liam is ahead of Yuki in the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm going to lose my mind. There is a chance. There is a chance of such things happening. Obviously, Red Bull car tricky. Even Yuki has said that he found it more tricky than he was expecting, and it's not quite the same as in simulator. So, you know, and I think as well both RBs were ahead of him in FP2 this morning. I know they're both ahead of Verstappen, and I guess I just presumed that like therefore both were ahead of Tsunoda as well. I believe that Max will go to VCARB soon. No, Max is not going to VCARB. Obviously, the Red Bull car is quicker. It just is. Like, Max is not going to RB. Not happening. They might be, you know, Christian Horner might be turning up at the RB offices to steal some documents, but there's no way that the RB is the quicker of the two cars. And there's no way that Max is going down to that team. FP2 is not a real thing. 20 minutes. I did see, 4 red flags? I didn't watch it, but I've seen highlights. Also, yeah, Jack Doohan turning into turn 1 with DRS open is a big balls move. It's a bold maneuver. Let's see. Piastri, Norris, Hadjar, Hamilton, Lawson. Yeah. Tsunoda, P18. What? I've seen this story before. Yeah. I mean, obviously, what matters is the race. So it doesn't really matter where he is in practice. If he has a good race and finishes in the points, no one's going to say anything, I don't think. If Tsunoda is out of the points, if he's out of like Q1, Jesus. The absolute field day in the media is going to be devastating. Literally like fucking vultures onto a limping baby elephant. It's going to be carnage. I think the problem is that Doohan didn't turn into turn 1 actually. No, he did. And the turning of the wheel was the problem basically. So what Doohan was doing, you can see on his onboards, he wasn't pressing the DRS button in the Alpine to close DRS, because DRS closes either when you press the DRS button or if you press the brake pedal. It doesn't close if you come off throttle, because there might be times when, let's say you're coming up behind someone down the straight and you want to like come off throttle to swing out and then get back on throttle. So it doesn't close then, but it does close when you brake. Instead of pressing the button, because you do have to have a little bit of steering lock on at that time, he was tapping. So giving like a confidence tap, like a confidence lift with the tap of the brake. on turn entry, and you can see him doing that on previous laps. And it was closing the DRS, but obviously that's not a foolproof method, because if you don't tap it enough, DRS is not going to close. So the turning of the wheel was the issue. If he had actually gone in a straight line, he would have had a better time, because he would have had more time to press the brake and then actually turn into the corner. New podcast section. What's doing? That's on Alpine, honestly. Like, if I was his race engineer and I saw him trying to close DRS with the brake pedal, which they should know, they've got telemetry, they know if he's pressing the button or not, I would just be on the radio being like, hey, Jack, don't do that. Straight up, don't do that. It might seem like a good idea in the car, and he's got lots of other stuff to think about. It's on the team to be like, mate, just don't do that. So yeah. Anyway, we've had a contract accepted. William Joseph, a race engineer, he's willing to come on board for a meager £1,006,000 a year. A bargain. And clearly an accurate salary compared to what he's paid in real life. Let's confirm that higher. He's coming in. I just want to confirm that's for next year. With your proof, I'll send the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. This is the last point we could back out. It doesn't... So I'm pretty sure we said for next year. You know what? We need a race engineer. Get on in here, William. Get on in. Lovely stuff. Nah. It's for next season. Perfect. Cool. He's hired. Mexican Grand Prix. That's not the one I want. 4 laps today for Doohan. Yeah, this is the thing that got me. Why? Why did Alpine swap out Doohan for a young driver today? It's his 4th Grand Prix, 3rd of the year, and he did Abu Dhabi last year. He's on race number 4. Swap out Pierre Gasly. What are you doing, Alpine? That is a moronic decision by them. Suzuka is not an easy track. Like, you would want your drivers to get a good amount of practice here. Swap him out at like a simple place later in the year. Swap him out at fucking Vegas. It's just like 3 corners. Like, do him at the end of the year. Don't swap him out now. That's insanity. Just swap out. They wanted to get Hirakawa in for the Japanese Grand Prix. Yeah, I understand that one. I get that. That's fine. You have to swap each car once. Swap out Gasly. It's just mental. So I honestly place the blame on Alpine, largely for Doohan's crash, and just for if he has a bad weekend, that's on Alpine. Like, don't swap out your 3-race rookie.
Hello.
For a young driver test. That's just stupid.
Hi.
Hi there. Love, peace, and joy. 3 months of Prime. Well, thank you, man. Welcome back. Alpine have all the reserves. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they need to put them in now. Mr. Flavio wants Franco in the... Yeah, but it's just making it too obvious. If that's the case, if they're trying to set up Doohan for failure, be more subtle. You know, a bit of gravel in the brake ducts. Give him like a poisoned croissant for breakfast. Be more subtle. Don't just swap him out of practice sessions. Because then if he has a bad time, it'd be like, well, I didn't get to practice. And it's like, well, yeah. Stupid. Just stupid, honestly. Real dumb. We have done some research. Let's get another research going. I think we don't have any more... We're still... ATR period starts next week. You know, let's just wait. Let's just do the Mexican Grand Prix and we can start them on Monday. That'll be fine. All right, let's go to Mexico. Doohan did fuck that. Yeah, it was stupid driving by him. Yes, I agree. But you got to try things out. You know, maybe him having to... I don't know where the Alpine DRS button is, but maybe the placement of it was giving him an awkward line into 1 and he loses, like, you know, 0.05. I don't know. You got to try stuff. In racing, you got to try stuff at this kind of level. So I don't mind, but it was dumb. Pressing the brakes to close your DRS into turn 1 at Suzuka is a stupid idea. Don't try this at home, kids. Alpine are trying to out Red Bull the driver mismanagement. Alpine are world-class experts in mismanagement. People were, you know, Ferrari's in the news. Ferrari makes very public spectacles of mismanagement. But Alpine can go toe-to-toe with any of them when it comes to the fuck-uppery department. And I would know because I regularly, not with Alpine F1, but I regularly worked with Renault in my professional career. Nobody does fuck-uppery like the Renault organization, quite frankly. All right, Mexican Grand Prix, balanced circuit, isn't well suited, low DRS effectiveness, fantastic. They're predicting a one-stop, 50% safety car. It's going to be warm, not expecting rain. Lovely. What is with these targets? 14th. I'll take 14th for 1.1 mil. 10th for Max. Yeah, I mean, I think we should go well in Mexico. We went well, of course, in Cota. Did we go well in Cota? Did we get a podium? Did we get a podium last time out? I think we did. Anyway, I think we'll go well in Mexico.
The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez is F1's highest altitude track at more than 2,000.
Alpine regarding Doohan said Gasly had some important feedback to give about the car and asked to be an FP1. That's bullshit. That is straight bullshit. If it was very specific, important feedback, he could have easily just given it an FP2. Like, that is a bullshit excuse. Honestly, very silly. Very Alpine, very silly. They've upped the young driver testing to 4 this year. 4 per car. And also, yeah, I know what you mean. It is funny, Hirakawa being classed as a young driver. Le Mans winning driver. Hirakawa. Young driver, but yeah. Anyway, we got P1. It's not a sprint, thank God. I would like to get through this. I would quite like to get to the cinema on time later. Let's just go. It's going to be relatively high downforce. So let's start with this and then see what they say. 20 laps. Let's get out there. Are we seeing the Minecraft movie? I don't think so. She told me the name of the film and I completely forgot, but I hadn't heard of it, so she might have just made something up. There is a chance she's taking me to see the Minecraft movie. There's a non-zero chance. I wouldn't be against that. I wouldn't be against that. I'd like to see it. I think it would be a spectacle. An enjoyable spectacle. I've only ever seen the first reveal trailer. I haven't seen the subsequent trailers, but I know they showed loads of stuff and it looks very stupid. But yeah, I'll watch it. Why not? I love cinema, and no one can deny the Minecraft movie is set to be a cinematic masterpiece. So I'll go and see it. All right, let's get this thing in the right place. I think we want to be about here. Just above the time control there, which means we get this. But I should make this all like one GIF, but I'll do that another time. Not today. Not today. Also, can we get the cars out? We can, just no one was going here in Suzuka. Ah, don't turn me off. Boop. Stick me there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right in the middle of the cars. Alright.
Perfect, mate, perfect.
Mexican Grand Prix. Absolute garbage Formula 1 track. Let's do this.
Yeah, radio check.
I do believe, and you can quote me on this, Mexican Grand Prix is worse than Monaco, I would say. Like, consistently. What the fuck was that? Oh, for Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. No, that's the wrong game. We take that off. Take that off. can't do a 360. I'm not driving. You can have your points back, Timothy. How did that get in there?
Can you check the temperature?
Do a 360 is for like when I'm doing driving games. Disable. There we go. Unhelpful.
Front tyres are on the low
Is it not a barrel roll? No! 360 and barrel roll are entirely different things. And one of them is a much cheaper redeem. Much cheaper. The barrel rolls are priced accordingly due to market forces. You know what you're trying to do. I know that you know that I know what's going on here. I got rid of the pit. We can turn the pit stop. No. Pit stop should still be there. Let me turn that back on. F1 Manager pit stop still set at 100,000 points. It's a luxury item. It's a high value item. Oh, just look at this. Honestly, just something about the lap here at Hermanos Rodriguez, and it's just dull. Like the S's section is nice. This bit, this is nice. All of this is garbage. Turn 1 is fine, but then these are like too slow. It's like, ugh. Run down to turn 4, but it's not really long enough to fight. And then those corners are too slow because you've got no downforce. It's like, ugh. Then the S is...
barrel roll.
I was hoping for a chill afternoon, you know. I was hoping for a chill Mexican Grand Prix. Oh. I think the green screen's not too close. I'll move it back a tiny bit. Oh god, there's shit on the floor there. It's gonna be a tough one today because I had to rearrange this entire room to film the video I teased, which means there's loads of stuff like right here on the floor. So I'm gonna smack it at some point. Ugh. Has anyone been to the Mexican Grand Prix? Anyone watching? I'm curious if anyone has like sat in the stadium for a Formula 1 race. Like, I understand it's cool to have a stadium and then the cars come in and go out again, but like, it's like the second or third slowest corner on the entire calendar. Formula 1 cars are not meant to go that slow. I can't imagine that's a fun corner to watch. Also, Piastri just running Alonso wide. Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's get through this stint. What are your thoughts on the new F1 game? I think it'd be good. They got some good stuff in. Rather interestingly, so those of you who don't know, I'm now in the EA Support a Creator program. I need to get something that like comes up down here. But if you make any purchases on EA Play, you can use the code Mr. V, MRV, and I will get a small commission, and you get a discount on the new F1 game, or at least the Iconic Edition. But so they sent like a press release pack of what's going to be in it. I don't know what's public knowledge, but they said that there were like quite a lot of changes to career mode, including they've added like manager mode in career mode. So obviously there's not going to be another F1 manager, but it seems they've kind of replaced that by having the ability to be a manager in the F1 game, which I think is a nice touch, to do all the stuff like hiring staff and making like sponsor decisions. I know there was a bit of that before, but not fully. And also, when you drive, you can drive as either driver. So you don't make a driver, you make like a manager. And then let's say we have Piastri and Verstappen, and like if Verstappen's struggling, we can jump in as him to get his like stats up. I think it'd be decent. I'd just like to get a proper sim rig is the main thing. I would love to get a proper direct drive wheel and a nice seat and stuff, which I would love to do maybe this summer if I could save up a bit. Because I need to show you guys that I'm not shit at driving. Everyone thinks I'm really bad at driving. I'm good at driving. I need to show you this, but I need to have the proper equipment to do so.
Balance feedback when you can.
Pretty good, I thought.
Kind of want to have pre-made alternative teams like Jordan or Renault. I mean, you know that Alpine is Renault, right? But I get what you mean. That would be cool. That would be cool. I, once again, don't think it's... It hasn't even been announced to, like, creators, but there's, like, a Discord for all the people in the creator program. And there's lots of discussion of... And this is, like, people who are, like... Just, like, their whole channel is, like, playing the game. And lots of people seem to think that classic cars, at least, are coming back. So classic teams in manager mode would be cool. Bro is breaking the NDA for the vibes. I haven't signed shit. I didn't sign shit, bro. I can say whatever I want. No, I think I did sign something, but it's all good. It's all good. Supposedly, there's a chance that there's some rumors classic cars could be coming back. Supposedly. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay. Need less wing in Mexico? Are you mental? Let's go kind of like that. I feel like the traction is going to need to be more. So let's try him like... Let's try him like this for now. Let's see what he says. Confirm. Piastri in. Same for him. Beautiful things. Ooh, he wants quite a different setup, actually. He wants no rear wing. That is an insane setup, Oscar. It's gonna have to be... Ugh. Maybe like that. Let's try him like that. Let's try him like that. Let's see what he says. Head back out. Should be good. What's my favorite movie ever? Partial to a bit of Spy Kids 1 or 3. Both bangers, you know? I've always said that's such a weird question. People like to ask that kind of stuff on stream. I don't know, man. There's so many different films. Like, do I prefer watching... I don't know, fucking Borat compared to Interstellar? They're not really comparable. Not really comparable. Do I prefer watching, like, Seven Samurai or... something that's very different to Seven Samurai? I don't know. They're not comparable. Workday, Mr. V, time to do fuck all for the last hour. That's the spirit. Watch the dots go in circles. No work done. It's Friday. Is this a common thing? I think it's not a common thing, but does anyone else have this? Because
Yeah, everything felt alright.
when I did work in engineering, in the UK at least, it's relatively common to have a short day Friday. So we would finish at 1:20 on a Friday, which is so good, man, because you get basically a 3-day weekend. That was nice. That was real cool. Like, do any of you have that? Because if not, your work sucks in that case. I work in a bar, so I'm going to work now. Yeah, fair. Fair. 2 goals, 1 cup. It's certainly memorable. Certainly a memorable cinematic experience. Phineas and Ferb. I've never seen it. Never seen it. I don't work on Fridays. Very nice. I don't work any day. No, I do. Sometimes. Some days. Yeah. Twice a week, maybe? for like 3 hours. I'll give it a go.
How's the car?
Seemed pretty good, I think.
How is Cars not your favorite movie? I do love Cars. Cars isn't even my favorite Pixar movie, mate. I would have to rank Incredibles 1 higher than Cars. That for me is my childhood. Like Cars and The Incredibles. Oh. But I will say of the two, if I could only ever watch one again, I would probably go with The Incredibles. I think. That I would hate to have to make such a decision. That would suck. I love them both dearly. You know what I would like to do? I'm sure I've said this in the past, but I would love to do a series of like longer streams, like some marathon streams. Well, you know, maybe do some like charity things when the channel's a bit bigger. Maybe we'd like to celebrate 100k. We'll do like a charity stream. And it'll be like a 24-hour stream or something. I would love to play through some classic games. You know, it'd be cool to play through some classic driving games like Simpsons Hit and Run, stuff like that. But we could get like Cars for the PS2. And I don't know how long it takes to 100% that game, but like trying to 100% that in one sitting, I think that would be a banger stream. Emperor's New Groove, severely underrated. I think that's just accurately rated. People love that film. Obviously, like tons of memes from that film, which keeps it relevant. I would say that film is just rated. Like no one says that Emperor's New Groove is a bad film. Does riding a horse count as driving? Well, I mean, in what context? Also, we're gonna have to give these tires back, so I'm gonna make them push. Like you said, just riding a horse counts as driving, like for as far as speed cameras are concerned, or like, do you need a license for it? Like, it depends on the context of your question whether I can answer that or not. Highly recommend the live-action Speed Racer movie directed by Wachowski sisters. It's pure visual crack. I have actually never seen it, but I have seen clips from that film. It does look good. It was this must have been after they made The Matrix, right? That's the same directors as The Matrix, I believe. Yeah. What do I think as an opinion? What do I think? Does riding a horse count as driving? Well, I think your question answers your question. Because you don't call it driving a horse. You're riding a horse. Riding implies that the thing has some like level of free will, which is why you ride in the passenger seat of a car. You don't drive the passenger seat of a car, in the same way that you don't like plug into that horse's brain to completely control it. You don't ratatouille the horse. You suggest to the horse what to do, but fundamentally that horse has free will, which is why you ride atop the horse. You do not drive the horse. So no, I don't think riding a horse is driving, unless you do ratatouille your horse. If you're Remying that bad boy, then yeah, you're driving the horse. It's pronounced Fahowski. Yeah. Well, they're American, so probably not. Have you heard of Albon going to his home country to meet the Prime Minister? Yes. So Alex Albon went to Thailand this week on the way to Japan. And you might be like, Thailand's not on the way from China to Japan, but you have to know that every single driver flies back to the UK or to Monaco, like after every single race. But yeah, obviously big earthquakes in Bangkok and surrounding regions. So he went there, but also Stefano Domenicali was in Thailand literally just like 3 weeks ago. Also to meet the Prime Minister of Thailand to discuss a new track. So I guess Albon also had some discussions on that. They're pushing hard for it, and it makes sense. You know, Bangkok is what, like the #1 most touristed city in the world. So much like Vegas, if it's a big tourist attraction, having a Formula 1 race as part of your tourist portfolio makes a lot of sense. So yeah, it makes sense. It'd be interesting to see a track. There was obviously a track proposal like 15 years ago in Bangkok. Don't think that would be great. I think they need to sort of try again. But yeah, I don't hate it. I said this on the podcast. I don't hate it. Let's go again. Have we lost those hard tires? Yes, we have. Okay, let's go on some mediums. Should be good. What are we saying about the setups, lads? Ooh, okay, straights. Straights are a bit out. Let's get that down there. But then actually, that's already looking pretty naughty. I'm doing a setup change. Oh, clean. That was fucking clean. I think that's looking decent. Let's go with that for now. Braking stability is not going to be perfect, but let's see. Let's see what we're dealing with that one. And then max. It's the straights again. Kind of like that, I'm thinking. And then we just get this in line a bit. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, let's send them out. P2. That's a barrel roll. What's a 360 then? Don't question it. Don't question it. Theoretically, yes, a barrel roll should be like a forwards facing spin. It should be a spin about my direction of travel. But how do you know that I'm not traveling downwards? How do you know that? You can't tell anything in the green screen. I might be streaming from an enormous elevator shaft within which myself, a camera, and a green screen are falling at the exact same pace. You don't know that. You can't confirm that. So as far as you know, that is a barrel roll. But yeah, 360 is for driving games, which is why it was on for Wreckfest and it's off now.
Yep.
Going back to the horse question, is a horse-drawn carriage drivable? Mate, I would say, hear me out, you drive the carriage, but the assembly of carriage and horses? No, you still drive it, because in that case, the horse is merely the powertrain. The horse is the engine. I guess it's the drivetrain as well, but it's not the full vehicle assembly. If you take the full assembly, you are driving it because you are instructing the powertrain and drivetrain what to do. Now, you may be questioning how that's different to just riding a horse. But it is, in a way, which I'm not going to explain to you. But yes, I would say you do drive a carriage, but if you take off one of the single individual horses, you have to ratatouille that horse to drive it. I don't make the rules. I just deliver the news. Mr. V, what do you think about Alexander Hamilton? I don't know the guy personally. I find the musical about him to be quite annoying, personally. I've seen it, and I was just like, ugh. I imagine it hits different if you're American, because, like, not everyone, I'm sure, but many people in America have this massive fucking hard-on for, like, US history, and it's very romanticized. I don't care. Also, I think as well, because for many people in America, that's the only history they've ever heard. They've never heard of, like, anything that's happened anywhere else in the world. So for them, it's like this major, like, important thing. It's like, but I fully don't give a shit. And so if you make a musical all about, like, how cool the fucking first presidents of the US are, I'm like, all right. And I find the music to be, quite frankly, annoying. Not my style of musical. Not my musical.
This definitely felt better.
The songs from Hamilton are quite good. You'll Be Back is a banger, but I don't like Lin-Manuel Miranda's style of rap writing. I find it's very theatre kid, and it's very like trying too hard. It's very show offy. It's like, ooh, look at how many weird rhythms I can fit into this. It's like, shut up, man. Just sing the song normally. Honestly. So no, I find it quite annoying. But You'll Be Back is a certified hardcore banger. Oh hey, one sec.
House of balance. Copy that.
Mrs. V was asking for a passport back. She is going for a job interview. Avatar horses, ride or die. I fully don't care, man. Not a fan of Avatar, don't give a shit. First movie is not fun. Second movie is also not fun. They're just not good movies. Alright, let's see. We need to sort out the brakes, but 93 is not bad. How do we move the brakes and nothing else? I think probably not that. Maybe a bit of that, followed by a bit of that, and then a bit of that. No, not that one. Bit of that. That could be better. Let's try him on this. Same tires. Should be good. Confirm. Hello. Did that not do it? You dick!
Ethan Olsen rejoined the green screen enthusiasts. Ethan Olsen celebrates 7 months of membership. Wish Mrs. V luck from me.
Oh, she's gone, but I'll let her know when I see her next. Thank you for your kind words nonetheless, though. And welcome back for 7 months, Ethan. Can we do more than 4 laps, mate? What are you doing? Ooh. 89, not as good. Still good, but not as good. Somewhat like this. And somewhat like this. And then somewhat. We need to get that kind of up. Then maybe that there. And then maybe that. Oh, she's still here. She's still here. Wait, let me... The door is behind the green screen. It's quite hard to open. I'll shout at her. I'm here. I'm here. Chat says good luck.
Oh, thank you.
I think they can probably hear you, to be honest.
Oh, thank you.
I'll see you in a bit. I opened the door to shout it, and she was like this. She was like putting her shoes on right behind the door. Confirmed not falling down the lift. You, mate, I'm a very good skydiver. You can't confirm anything. You do not have the necessary context. I have boosted this a little bit. I think maybe I just want to do this, but I need to get the traction sorted, which I'm pretty sure is going to be camber changes. Maybe it's that, but then camber down, but then this. Ah! Woo! Don't hate it. Like that. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says on that one. Confirm. Go on. What does Mrs. V look like IRL? Don't know. I mean, I could describe to you with words, but I don't know how helpful that would be. She looks like a human person with hair, more than me. She has legs. Don't really know what else to tell you. I mean, if you were any good as a detective, it's quite easy to find pictures of her. But yeah, you got one with legs. There's issues with that sentence, Shabby, which we're not going to delve into. But yes, I'm glad you're excited for me. Thank you. Mrs. V looks like a human person, but is she a human person? I mean, how can we ever say? Unless we cut her open, which I don't particularly want to do, because then if she is, I'm going down for what, like 30 to life if I start cutting her open. So let's just assume. Maybe I'm getting Blade Runnered. I don't mind, honestly. Let's get to the end of P2. Mrs. V is on the merch store. Unconfirmed rumors, but you never know. Apparently there's a church on fire around the corner. That's fun neighborhood news. I could have said the most beautiful person in the world, but I had to go the weird. I was just answering the question. Don't give me this bullshit like, oh, who is the most beautiful woman you've ever seen? Oh, it's a trick question. You should have said. Shut up, babe. I was giving an accurate scientific answer to the question. No one can disagree. No one can say my answer was wrong, can they? Get out of here trying to trap me in with your nonsense. Trying to trip up our relationship. It's not going to work. Is Mrs. V one of the lizard people Danica warned us about? Well, I mean, Danica made them out to seem very scary and very, very dangerous. But, like, my experience so far has been nothing but positive, so... It is actually... The church fire is neighborhood news. My neighbor shouted it to me through the window because she's taken her kids to the field to watch. See, you say I should move to Scotland. But, I mean, if places of worship are regularly igniting, is it the safest place to be? Sounds like you've got some issues. It sounds like rent is cheap for a reason. If, you know, fucking mass gathering venues are just spontaneously combusting. Weird question, but how is nail painting? I've seen other guys do it, but want to hear your perspective. I'm assuming you mean, like, what is it like in public, right? Because if you're asking what is it like to do it, like, I sit there while I'm watching TV and I paint my nails, like, it's relaxing, I suppose. You know, it's pretty chill. Some people like to knit, and some people like to apply a thick top coat to protect their nails. Chill either way. If you're asking what it's like in public, mostly no one gives a shit. I do live in, like, I mean, I was gonna say the most, like, LGBT friendly part of the UK, and that probably is true. There's obviously, you know, like, massive communities in London and stuff like this, and realistically anywhere now is fine, particularly in major cities. But I do live in Brighton, which is regarded as, like, the gay capital of the UK, or one of, anyway. So, like, no one cares, but even if I go to other places, no one cares. Like, people ask questions, they're just like, ooh, I've never seen that before. Why'd you do that? And I'm just like, why not? So you get some questions from time to time, but you don't really get any, like, weird shit happening. It's just normal. It's just normal. Brighton is just gay people and Minecraft streamers. Well, I mean, that's overly simplistic, but it's not wrong, honestly. There's other types of content creators. I don't stream Minecraft, but there are many content creators. I will say, if anything, too many. I could do with some of them fucking off and going somewhere else. There's shit tons of people around here making stuff. And there's also like multiple film schools, so I'm like constantly walking around, there's people trying to film stuff. And I'm just like, piss off, like spend my whole day on camera, and then I go outside and there's a fucking camera shoved in my face. I'm like, just chill out, just calm down, bro. But no, it's very cool. I will say, like, I assume some people would imagine that you go to places like Brighton, or let's say in the US, you go to like San Francisco, and like every single person is queer, which is obviously not the case. It's still just like majority very normal British people, sadly. But yeah, it's pretty chill. Anyway, let's get this car setup started in. I'm just going to go with that. I think is probably all that Oscar needs. Max, similar. Maybe one tick down. Maybe one tick up on this. Ugh! What changes the rear wing? Certainly the rear wing angle changes straights. I guess we need to move the front wing out a bit as well. So maybe like that, but then... It is a logistical puzzle for me to conquer. A puzzle with difficulty of the highest magnitude. Okay, I haven't actually changed anything on the straights. I would really like the traction to not be so bad. I would like better traction on my car. Let's try that. It's obviously outside the windows, but maybe it's higher than 95. Let's just try it. Inters should be good. Let's just go chill on the pace again. Let's take these things to a whole session. Practice 3, in the rain. We're going to get wet quali as well. Wet quali should be good. Should be nice. 4 minutes to ads. Just let him roll. It's just practice 3, so we'll just let him roll. It's fine. Let's see. Is the rain going away? No. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, just let the ads go. Am I moving town or to a new place around here? A new place around here. Normal British people being excluded from queer is a huge win for the queer community. Yeah. Have I accidentally featured on another YouTuber video you know of? Accidentally? Accidentally is an interesting way to put that. Well, I suppose if it was accidental, I wouldn't know, and I haven't found out about any of these. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, honestly. The only stuff I can think, like, you notice when people are filming for YouTube. Let's say like a Sidemen Sunday when they're like dicking around in central London, like you would notice because there's like a massive group of them and like a camera and stuff. So. And also, if it's like a film crew for like some student film thing, again, you would spot them. So no. I'm sure I've randomly been like in the back of stuff. I will say, we went karting. So those of you who have joined for Bish Bash Bosh, you will know one of the racers who regularly does quite well, Premix Lovers, is a friend of mine in real life called Chris. So we went for Chris's birthday. We went karting on Saturday. And then when we were there, like in one of the other sessions, like between our sessions, you can see the other names up on the screen. And one of the people was called like something on YouTube, which is very funny. And we checked, and they had like 2,000 subscribers, and they just post like karting videos, like karting clips. So considering they were there, there's a chance they were filming a hot lap or something. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I beat their best lap time. So you have a specific karting channel, and you got beat by this fucking moron. You need to question what you're doing. That I was within like just a couple attempts of like the lap record. So as I said, I'm a very good driver. It's a real shame, honestly, because it's getting kind of close now. I wanted so badly to take part in the Bike More 24 hour, because obviously lots of other YouTubers do. And I was talking with some friends, but then like they couldn't commit to it, and it is quite expensive. It's like £400 per person. Ah, the cars! I didn't bring the cars in. Oh, whatever. You know what? We got a 94% setup. It's not as good as 96. I don't care. 94, not as good as 95. Yeah, be alright, mate. It's gonna give him that. I think he'll like it. Just get to the end of this session. Yeah, I wanted to take part in that because I am, in the most modest way possible, absolutely fucking rapid in a go-kart. So it would have been nice to do that and like fight to top the amateur category. But alas, but I might try and turn up. See if I can just like get into the track. I know you can't, they don't have regular spectators. You have to be like friends of one of the teams, but I'll see if I can like, I'll see if I can get in. Let's get to the end of the session. We don't need to practice anymore. Still not over how cool the trophy you got for winning was compared to the medal I got. Oh yeah, wait. Just while we finish the session. Ow. Ow. Yeah, look at this bad boy. Team Sport Karting have upped to their game. It's a brick. They're giving out bricks if you get on the podium. Look at that. Obviously, you don't get one for like every session. You have to do the Grand Prix, like event session where they give you a grid start and stuff. But yeah, I've got multiple like karting medals in the past. That's not bad. It's kind of goofy, like just one, and I guess it's meant to be gold, but it's like a rose gold. Honestly, the silver and bronze ones look more accurate, but you don't want one with a big 2 on it. That sucks. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This is like a dangerous weapon. This is going to be in like the new version of Monopoly, Cluedo. It's just a brick, man. Like, it's solid. You would think maybe this is hollow. No. It's a fucking brick. But I mean, yeah, as karting trophies go, I'll definitely take one of these over a medal. I might need to go back and like get a full collection of these. I could build a house out of them. But yeah, I didn't know they had those, and it was pretty funny. Mr. V, I would have been in F1 if I wasn't broke. Why? I would have had a better shot at it. I said I did almost no karting as a child. If my family had been incredibly wealthy and I'd got the opportunity to do like league karting as a kid, I don't know, mate. All I'm saying is I'm not bad at it. I will say I beat Chris by like maybe a kart length. It didn't give like a final times. It just gives you a readout of your laps. But Chris was like on my rear bumper at the end. We were fighting the entire race. We must have done about like 30 laps. We swapped the lead so many times. And on a single lap pace, so Chris qualified P1, beat me by 0.02 on our quali times, which is a ludicrous gap. And then there was a period in the race where Chris was like getting ahead, but then we got up to some back markers, and I'm just, I suppose, better at getting through traffic because I'm more of an asshole in the car. So yeah. So it wasn't the fastest one there, but I'll take it. It's not about being the fastest. It's about winning in the slowest time possible.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
I'm Lithuanian, which, you know, not really famous for karting tracks. Had a karting session on the only track in the city, so the fastest lap ever on that track is made out of tyres as borders in a parking lot.
How would you describe things for
I always find, like, you go to the most jank-ass karting track, and the best time is still going to be pretty decent, because there's always going to be someone who's, like, quite good, who's turned up or, like, done it multiple times. And you always see, like, practice makes such a difference. Like, the staff times at any karting track
Let's get into it.
are always pretty hot. And these are just, like, some random teenagers who have worked there for, like, 2 months. But, you know, practice is crazy. So, like, any track, if it's just got some locals who go there often or the staff, the fastest time is always going to be decent. I just realized, is Stream Elements putting out a thank you when there's every YouTube subscriber? Don't do that, Stream Elements. What the hell are you doing? That's insane. Full wets, bro. I don't want to do full wets for quali. I just straight up don't want to do that. Okay, untested setup I think hurts his confidence. Let's just go back to the proven 95. It's time for quali, I guess. Time for quali. Board of the track I go to is made up of used NASCAR tires. Pretty cool. I mean, some of the like best loved tracks in the UK are just like old truck tires around the outside. Like they've got a proper track, like it's an asphalt track with curbs and stuff. But the walls are not like Armco. They're gonna be just like some random old tires. Because why not? Check that rain chart. Yes, good idea. The grip is going up. I think I can see an ever so slight upwards tangent. So I think we do want to be going out the end, but we can go set a banker. Oh, we may as well just set a banker now. Just in case, like, Joe red flags it or something.
Green light, green light.
It's not asphalt, it's treated warehouse floor. Oh, indoor karting is... Yeah, indoor karting is very different. The place I went to at the weekend was indoor. It's still fun, but it's so different to driving on like proper road surface. Particularly in like, well, really any go-karts basically, but it's like it's a much more sideways approach to lots of the lines. Like you get the like just concrete, just like dusty concrete sometimes. It's such low grip. What is the place? I want to say the Watford track, Team Sport Watford. Is it Watford or maybe the North London one, the one in Edmonton? And it's a pretty decent track overall, but like there's a portion where you come down a ramp and you transition onto the concrete floor at the bottom, and it's so low grip. Like it's always freezing cold, and it always looks kind of dusty. And it's just like, it has nothing there. Like literally, you can turn the cars like full 90 degrees sideways and then just go around the corner like that because there's nothing on the floor. I cried while trying to drive a quad bike. Not cut out for speed. In your defense, quad bikes are... I think quad bikes might be the most dangerous, like, motorized vehicle. Accidents on quad bikes are what? Because people drive people think you can steer quad bikes like they're cars. And so the number of, like, rollover accidents is enormous. Quad bikes are crazy dangerous if you're not used to driving them. So you were right to be scared, actually. Let's get these laps in. I fully don't care about watching a lap around Mexico, particularly in the wet. Wow, Verstappen goes fastest. Is Piastri quicker? It's less than a tenth, less than a tenth. That's a good gap. That's a good gap. Okay.
Fully delta negative.
Get them in. Got time for another run.
Remember, slow in.
Looks like there's more grip at the end of the session. Is no one else doing a banker? Ah, track has changed to damp. Ah, lovely. I've been to a karting track in Berlin, and the surface was concrete slabs and potholes. Yeah, yeah. Have I been karting in Berlin? I might have been there. But I've been to many tracks that look like that, honestly. Using the tires as barriers is more eco-friendly than burning them. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't burn tires. Don't burn the tires, man. Tottenham Stadium's new tracks looks good, but the cars looks like... Is the Tottenham Stadium one the F1 thing? That looks like shit. That looks so bad. I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? Yeah, mate, that looks god-awful. And for the price... I didn't change the engine. Oh, fuck. We'll change it off to quality. It'll be fine. It'll be alright. Oh, I have to continue. There we go. I forgot what I was saying. Don't know what I was saying. Yeah, that. I will say, slight bummer about the engines if we get... I actually don't think we'll get a penalty. I think I've done this before and you just don't get a penalty in this game. It's only if you go outside of the allocation that you get one. But let's see. It's a 128 laps. We want to go about... Fucking hell. We want to go about like 245, 230. Let's get down as the entire grid does a lap. Do they know something we don't know? No, you clearly just want to go at the end of the session. They're now going to come in and like have a quick turnaround. Alright, I guess as a banker goes, it makes more sense to do it then, but in this... Gasly mechanical fault. They're going out again. 3 minutes. Let's give them a little sec. We've got cars coming out still. Okay, Verstappen can go. I think we're not really getting blocked. Should be good. There's a chance someone comes out of like a Haas garage, gets in the way of Verstappen, but it looks okay. Yeah, looks relatively clear. We'll take it. I changed engine between Q1 and Q2 Spa last season. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did it before. You get a penalty? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Anyway, we're qualifying okay. Ooh! No, we're not! Well, I mean, if we get a penalty, it's not going to change much, is it? So, silver linings. Silver linings. Oh, shit. Oh, at least we're going to have a rocket ship in the race. Did the AI go out into... I fully don't know. It doesn't make any difference at this point. They probably did. They probably did. Doesn't say here. Anyway, let's continue. Car parts, Park Ferme. I've never heard of this Ferme Park in my life. Get that in the car. ERS, get that in the car. Gearbox, get that in the car. Okay, that's one. Car two. Once a car goes out on track during Q1, a car part can only be replaced by part of the same design. I mean, that is horribly worded because the engine is the same design as the one I'm replacing it with. Yeah, pretty poor text from the game. What it means is these parts are the same design or just any engine. Okay, nothing to replace the ERS with. New gearbox. Lovely. Okay, so now starting grid. Pit lane start. Pit lanes. You know what? We avoid the turn 1 pile up. It's going to be all right. It is dry for the race. Our strategy engineer said 1 stop. We could split the strategies and see. Let's see. It's predicting this is 11 seconds slower. If we got the softs though, why not soft, hard, soft? Let's go soft, hard, soft. Let's plan an earlier stop. Actually, no, let's not plan an earlier stop. But let's plan to go soft on the hards. Let's plan to go easy on the hards. So once again, we can goal hang. This is obviously a DRS train heavy track, typically. So yeah, we can safety car bait, something like that. It says slower, but we can obviously stop whenever. Don't hate that. Similar story for Oscar? I think so. Let's go with that. Hopefully we get an early safety car and we just jump onto these hards straight away. That would be lovely. Massive 20 car pile up at turn 1. I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. I'm going to go grab a big old jug of green screen juice before we start this thing. Can I go over the engine allocation? Can't get a grid drop from the pit lane. Oh, you want me to buy new engines now? Well, I mean, yeah, we do kind of need more. So I guess we could buy them now. Because I don't think these are going to last so good until the end of the season. My only concern there is the cost. My main concern is the cost. 6 mil for this. If we get like an engine and gearbox, and an ERS is a 2.5. Why isn't ERS more than the gearbox? Ugh. Let's buy those if we absolutely have to. I guess maybe because the ERS is so poor. 51%. 50. If that's his best engine, maybe we do get Max a new engine now and we leave this one as a reserve. Yeah, how much money do we have? Oh, we got 13 mil in the bank. Let's get Max a new engine now, because his one's doing pretty bad. So you can have that. We'll go back to this one, like, I don't know, some other track. That seems good. The other stuff should survive for now. Cool. I do like your thinking, though. Can't go any lower than the pit lane, so we may as well. Our only limiting factor is the enormous cost of an engine. Anyway, I'm going to really quickly get a green screen juice. We'll roll some ads once more, which means we won't get them later. And then it is time for the Mexican Grand Prix. Lovely stuff. See you in a second. Finns says, I'm gonna goon. That's nice, Finns. Thanks for letting us know. Other materials are available online for your goon sesh. Just making you aware. It's personal preference, of course. Like, if this is your jam, then, you know, you do you. You do you, I suppose. Can't stop you. Literally can't stop you. Yeah. Anyway, Mexican Grand Prix 2025. Let's get into this. New ERS on Oscar's car. Too late now. I can't read. He can have another one in the future. I'm sure we'll screw up another. we'll mess something else up, so we'll have to do this again, I'm sure.
And we certainly know what Max Verstappen is capable of.
A big milestone for them today as they make their 200th F1 start. A great accomplishment.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One.
Hard medium if you have two sets of mediums.
What will happen next?
Didn't read that.
We're about to find out at the Mexico City Grand Prix. And it's lights out. And
Alright, so I got really confused then. I thought we crashed or something on the line. So we have to wait till what, they pass pit lane exit? Yeah. It's weird having two cars in there. I just really hope they don't fucking kill each other straight away on turn one. I honestly don't hate this. Like, let the rest of the pack fight out. We should get onto the back of them quite easily here in Mexico. And then, yeah. We're already ahead on fuel. That is mental. We should get on the back of the pack quite easily. And then, I mean, Mexico famously is so easy to pass. But it should be good. It should be good. What does goon mean, Mr. V? Well,
Yeah.
glad you asked. But, yeah. I think some things are best Googled. Some things are best if you Google them, I think. So, yeah. Yeah. It's when you jonk it crazy.
Got Ocon ahead.
It's when you jonk it.
Verstappen is the car behind.
I am clearly not up to date with the slang of the youth of today. I don't believe I've ever jonked it in my life. I've heard of a gooner, but a jonker? That is an undiscovered species as far as I'm concerned. Mr. V encouraging us to look at videos of gooning. I never said video search. Just do a text-based search, you know. You'll be right. Okay, we're currently fighting Ocon in the Sauber. It's going great here in Mexico. We did a whole lap on heavy fuel and we basically didn't go down at all. So I'm going to say it's going to be relatively easy to save. Let's see how it goes. Lap 4.
Energy, no energy.
Up into P18 of Piastri. P20 for Verstappen. Sainz has an issue. Where is Sainz? P1. Ooh, okay. Intriguing. Also out of ERS. That's not good. Should be fine. We're getting through the pack a little bit. We're obviously on softs. The rest of the pack. I mean, some of them are on softs as well. We're obviously just out of position here. Well, we do have Leclerc? What? Charles? And he hasn't stopped. Charles, what are you doing there? How did you get here? Alright, so we're mostly out of position against these other cars. And also Leclerc is here with us. Maybe he had a penalty as well on the grid. I wasn't really paying attention. I've just joined. Why are you in last? We had a pit lane start. Sometimes you got to do this. We took a new engine. And also forgot to change engine before quali. So, you know, these things happen, but we're making our way up through. P16 is decent for this stage of the game. I thought I put his ERS on neutral, but apparently not. Yeah, I think we can get away with a heavy fuel burn for quite a while because it looks like we should save it quite quick. If it only goes down, like, it goes down 0.1 kg per lap on this. I'm assuming it should go up relatively easily if we save. Who's messaging me? Who's doing that? Oh, why don't you just bought something? What did you buy? Let's do merch live with chat.
Stay cool, man. You're doing a good job. There's a car behind us.
Well, I think you just bought something. Money went to the supplier, but I've not got an email to say I've received an order. Ah, there we go. Ooh, a corduroy cargo vroom vroom hat. An excellent choice, if I may say so myself. And it's going to the US. Gonna get tariffed to shit. I actually think it's not. I think the US orders are made in the US, so it's fine. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you all for supporting the channel with your merchandise purchasing. A merch purch, as it were. We run Oladelli wide. Should help Verstappen get through. We shall see. Sargent gets a fault. He is up ahead in P14. That should help us make our way through the pack some more. We're looking at initial pit stop somewhere like lap 15, 16. Would love a safety car. Would love a safety car to help us with that, but let's see. We are obviously on the back of Leclerc, and it's hard to catch Leclerc. But not that hard, because he's held up by Ricciardo. Verstappen, on the other hand, Wait! I didn't put them on high aggression? The one time I forget to do that. Honestly, doing this in the middle of the day is like... I'm just off. I'm off form. This is not good, bro. We'll take Piastri off the fuel push because he's just on the back of Leclerc, so he's stuck behind him. Verstappen needs to get through. We put him on more aggressive. Hopefully he yeets Sargent into another dimension. Let's see. Sargent in Alpine is cursed. Yeah. Yeah, well, Alpine taking the full Williams 2024 lineup is cursed. Like, the Albine... all for the Albine, love to say it. But this Sarge Pine, not as good. Not my favourite. He is the lead driver though currently. He's ahead of Albon. Verstappen gets past him up into P17. Just a Bomani Oladelli to dispatch. Where was Oladelli from, by the way? When we learned his nationality, was he like Swiss? What's this?
Been a while, Mr. V. Sold your MR2 yet?
Lamip with the $10 super chat. Or whatever that is in your currency. It says 199 ZAR. What currency is that? That was 199 of them. Anyway, yeah. I sold the MR2 in February? I sold it a few weeks back at this point. But yeah, the MR2 is gone. Didn't sell for as much as I was hoping, but as I said, my mum is now moving house and it was in her garage, so we had to like get it out the way. Because now like we're like massively moving loads of furniture, getting rid of loads of furniture and such. It just had to get gone basically. So MR2's gone. I believe the new owner is enjoying it. He's only sent me one message asking about like the fitment for the wheels. So it doesn't seem to be any issues. Yeah, it's a shame. It would be nice to still have, particularly like in the summer down on the south coast. Maybe after I move, I can look at getting another project car. You know, if the 2.5 hour video that's coming out next week gets 10 million views, then I'll inject some of that money into a project car for the channel. Let's see. Also, yeah, welcome back to Lamip. The OG go to the channel, the reason for so many members on the channel membership. Welcome back to the streams. Oladelli is Canadian? He could be. He could be. I don't think we can see in the race. I don't think we can get like a little flag anywhere. No. Anyway. Oh, he fights back! Verstappen is getting past him. It's looking okay. Yeah, he does.
Very nice speed.
Which means we're on the back of Leclerc. Piastri ahead of Leclerc, which I like to see. We're going to take off the fuel push for him. Should be fine. He can go ERS push for a lap or two. Because we're only 3 seconds off Leclerc. And Leclerc's basically just in a train with Piastri, so he should be getting slowed down. So yeah, should be alright. Getting close to the pit lap. Just be careful. What video for next week? It's a 2.5 hour masterpiece. That's all I'm contractually obliged to tell you at this point. It's a tier list. It's a tier list, I'll tell you that much. But you'll just have to wait and see, won't you? What's the team name? This team? The team is called Mr. Versus Garage, of course. You can't have apostrophes, so... Not Mr. V's Garage, but Mr. Versus Garage is still pretty close. Piastri...
It's really impossible to race like this.
Oh no, it's Verstappen. Fighting Gasly. Falling off the back of Oladen. What happened? What are you doing? It's the fuel push. You can't get... Oh, well, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. A 2.5 hour tier list of every NASCAR team ever. Oh. I don't know anything about NASCAR. Fundamentally, I'm not in a position to be doing that. Every Formula 1 team ever would be quite funny. But no, just no.
Overtaking is very...
Is it the V-Score video? No, the V-Score is not going to have a 2.5 hour video. V-Score is coming. I'm working on the system, but I've obviously been working on like other big projects recently. But I've got a lot of the code written for it. I need to get the... I've got the like website front end. I've got it all like templated and stuff. I just need to like fill it all out. Like I need to make a page for each driver, like a driver profile page and stuff like this. So I just need to like fill all that kind of stuff out on the website. And then the code is mostly there. I need to like... I was going to run some testing. So like run it through, tweak some stuff to see how that changes like different relative ratings, just to get it like more tuned in. And then I need to make a video, so it's going to be a few weeks on the V-Score thing. Rate all the F1 drivers ever. Oh, that's... Well, depending on how you class a driver, if they need a start or an entry. Either way, hundreds of drivers. Level of twinkiness of all F1 drivers now. Well, I've made kind of a deal, and if Mrs. V does ever want to start her YouTube career, and she's tempted, we've talked about making the twink list her first video, and we'll do a crossover, and it'll help to like, you know, get some people, some visibility on her channel. So there's a chance, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but the twink list video may happen. There's a chance. Would I think about watching NASCAR at Hermanos Rodriguez in June? I probably won't. I mean, if I'm free at the time and it's on, then yeah, but I probably won't, and they're typically in the middle of the night, so yeah. Is V-Score going to be a big downloadable Excel spreadsheet? It's going to be based out of an Excel spreadsheet, yeah. Why not? All good systems are. But no, it's going to have a website front end. So you can go at any point and check the current V-Score of every driver. But I'm making some like nice graphs that update automatically so you can see like their progression in like last 10 races and stuff. So I've just been making lots of that stuff like periodically through the last few weeks and months. If Mrs. V needs a follow-up video, DILF list of all team principals. No. Okay, we run into some issues. We start to run into some issues. Because a twink list is hypothetical. It's hypothetical if the drivers were in like a gay, queer dating scene. Would they be considered twinks if they were? Right? So that's a hypothetical. Making like a DILF list or team principles is explicitly giving an opinion saying, I would like to fondle them. That's what the F stands for, right? So that's a whole different context for a video. You know, we can objectively say that if Kimi Antonelli was in a queer dating scene, he would be classified as a twink. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that sentence. I'm not saying he is a twink. I'm saying he would be a twink if he was in that scene.
Wow.
Thank you. So that's fine. That's fine. It's a hypothetical. Making a DILF list is a whole other thing. Yellow flag? Safety car? Safety car? Safety... Give me the fucking safety car, mate. Let's go another lap and then we'll get on these... We'll get on these hards. I'm arrow ace and there's definitely objective truths in the DILF list. Just... I feel like it's just... I feel like it's just more problematic. I feel like it's more problematic, basically. Careful near Drogovic. Drogovic is not a Formula 1 driver, so he doesn't have to go on the list. Also, what do you mean careful near Drogovic? Oh, you mean oh, I thought you meant for the twink list. Oh, you mean overtaking him in the game. Yes. Getting back to Formula 1 Manager 2024. Verstappen is behind Felipe Drogovic. He is a sketchy driver from time to time. So yeah, we do need to be careful. We're about to swap out onto... You know what, let's call in the stops now anyway. Let's call in Oscar now. Max can go a lap later. Oscar's basically just stuck. I mean, they're both just basically stuck in traffic, so... Call him in. As he comes in, we'll call in Max.
Box, box. Box.
Instead of a DILF list, do smash or pop. That's the same thing. That's not better. You have to know that's not better, right? What happened to the driver market? Yeah, don't ask. I might have had a hand in it by like stealing Piastri and stuff, but yeah, it went pretty mental at the end of 2024. More sauce! Some reject the idea of calling cishet men twinks, even though it's just a description. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not saying that anyone in Formula 1 is a twink. I'm saying that they would be twinks if they were in the gay scene. We're not. It's purely informational. We're not saying that they are twinks. We're pointing out the characteristics which would make someone a twink if they were involved. That's why that one's okay. A DILF list, there's no justification. That's just saying that it's just saying that you find them hot. But no, I think for informational purposes, I'm not against the twinkless video. I think that's non-problematic, personally. What did I come back to? As with anything around here, it's best not to ask questions, honestly. Quite frankly. What's this? What happened with the race pace? Race pace is fine. We're matching Leclerc.
Contribution to your therapy session after reading stream chat. Also, how many barrel rolls do I get for this?
Fucking hell. What is the exchange rate? They're 100 bits, so that's 10 barrel rolls. Do you want them consecutively or do you want them like paced out? But I will allow 10 barrel rolls. As you asked so nicely. Okay, Piastri is out. Is Piastri out? Piastri is out. We need to get his tyres up to temperature, but other than that, he is out. Mr. Very Inappropriate Content Squash. It's fine! You can talk... We're moving on. We're moving on. Got to be in a row. No, what? It's up to Clara. It's her super chat. Consecutive. 10 consecutive. Oh, fine. Let me get the tires up to temperature so that I can put them just in like a solid run on these hard tires, and then we'll do it. I love that for some reason Stream Elements is thanking every single person who subscribes to the YouTube channel, even if they're not here. Which is just an insane thing to do on a YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you for subscribing, Victor Crago. Very cool. I just want to get the hards up to temperature and then I can turn the pace down again. Science mechanical fault. Drops him down to P2. Bottas taking a convincing lead here in Mexico. When does it go white? 95? Not 95. Oh, fuck it. They can just go on light pace. All right, 10 barrel rolls. 10 barrel rolls. Count with me. 1. Oh, got it nailed. 2. 3. 4. 5. Oh, dizzy. 6. 7. 8. Fuck, I need to not do this again. That was 8, right? Quite dizzy now. Quite dizzy now. How did Piastri lost 2 positions? Well, we'll come back to that. 9. Green screen. Don't damage the green screen. Hell yeah. Wait, what happened to Piastri? What are you doing? Very dizzy.
It's there for the taking.
I get rammed by Alonso.
Wow.
Was it Drogovic? We just got double teams, basically. Fun for some. Not Piastri's bag, though. Understandable. All right. Tires are not doing so good. Tires not enjoying this 2-dot pace. We'll get there. Okay, we're down here. We're on hard pace. Ugh, we're by Alonso on pace. Oh, fucking hell. Alonso has pit. Are we ahead of anyone? These guys are on the same pit strategy. We're still behind like Joe and stuff like that. Ugh, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. 8. I hit them 8 times? Nice. I don't even realise when I hit it. I don't know what part. It must be the chair that hits it. How did Max agree to drive a car like... The car is good! The car is good. You calm down. You chill out, alright? The car is fine. We got a podium like last time out. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. I feel real bad. I'm not going to lie to you. I was fine for like the first 6, I want to say. Then it really hit me. They're getting up there. They're getting up there. P15 on the back of Alonso. Could be worse. Could be better, but it could be worse. 35 seconds off the lead. Ugh. Yeah. All right. We get through this. Be dragged through by the masterful pace of Fernando Alonso. Ahead of the Williams. Right to the back of Sargent again. Should have done 6 and 4 clockwise, anti-clockwise. I don't think that's how dizziness works. Wait, is it? Can you just spin the other way and you become undizzy? Like not 5 and then 5. I'm pretty sure that. But if you do 1 then 1, it sounds like there's a scientific basis. It sounds like that could. You don't know this? Well, I don't have a degree in spinology, sadly. I was focusing on other things during my academic career. You should try it out right now. Almost got me there. Almost got me there. If I spin the other way, the fluid goes to the other side. The fluid goes to the other side of what? My brain? There's no fluid in my brain, man. It's dry as anything. As it should be. It's not fucking liquid cooled, mate. It's all full of knowledge dust. Yes, because I feel like I'm being gassed. I feel like this can't be true. You can't just spin and then unspin. You can't, like, just unwind yourself up. That cannot be how that works. Now your brain is in soup. Yours might be in soup. Oh, for fuck's sake, Shabby.
The science.
This is the last time I'm I'm accepting a 10 barrel roll thing. You gotta use the bits on Twitch if you want to get them after this. The exchange market for super chats to barrel rolls has been closed following this one. Let me take on some fluids. I think that will help at least. Also, why is Mexico 71 laps? Like, honestly. Whose idea was that? 5 one way, 5 the other. I'm going to move the mic out of the way so it doesn't get clonked. If we all came together to donate £100, I think we might be able to commit the world's first YouTube chat murder. Yeah, that's why it's been closed, for my health. All right, let me move the green screen back as well so I can do these without risking property damage. Does that fit? I can just have it back there. I just have it the whole way back there. All right, we'll go 5 clockwise. The anti-clockwise are harder because just like the push off from the table. You can see a little sliver down the side. Anyway, I'm stalling for time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that feels bad. Now we're gonna unbadify it. Get the headphones out of the way. Oh, back to normal. Wind myself back up. Fuck. 4. Oh. Well, I don't feel worse, but I don't feel good. I don't feel better. I feel kind of like the same amount of badness as when I finished the first 5. I did it. What do you mean I did it wrong? What? How possibly could that have been wrong? What do you mean? How was it wrong? I'm not doing that shit again. I love the shirt, Big Team Principal vibes. Thank you. Thank you for a normal comment. If you need any work done on your Civic, you know, I'm on duty, so hit me up. Thank you for the super chats, guys. It does not feel good to be disease streaming. I guarantee you. It was meant to be 6 and 4. And no stop in the middle for head. Bros experience more G's than max cops. What are we aiming for our pit stops? 55, something like that? Yeah. You said you'd do it. I did not say I would do it. At what point? They are 100 bits. That's £1. The exchange rate, therefore, a £10 super chat is 10 spins. The control group in shambles. Oh, I was meant to do literally like 1, then 1. Okay. There is one more. I will accept one more £10 super chat to test it. This is a limited time offer. And there's only one available, then stocks will run out. But I do see your point. I I think I'm still going to feel like shit. £10 or $10? £10. Like the previous ones. I know it comes up, it says $13 because it's doing some weird exchange rate maths. But I can see that your things were £10. £10 vomit super chat. Let's not rule it out, okay? Because I don't feel on peak form. What's this? Oh, fucking hell. This is a one-time thing. I just want to clarify. If anyone else gives us a super chat, there's no more spins.
Daddy.
Don't like that comment, but okay. It's one then one. It's one then one. Ugh, at least we've got time until the pit stops. I'm just gonna get the headphones like really out of the way this time. I do not want to go over the wire for those and like break them. That would just be shit. That would just be shit. All right, let's start anti-clockwise because that's the harder one. So we got 1, yeah, 2, yeah, 3. Not gonna do the yeah. 4, 5. Oh, 6. Still feels bad. 7, 8. Still feels bad. 9. Actually, I will say 10. I will say that's the least bad end result of all of them. It's not that different. It's not that different to the 5-10-5. I think maybe I just have the constitution of like a fucking Spartan warrior. Like honestly, put me in the NASA training simulator. I think I'd just ace it first time. Yeah, that's not terrible. I don't feel terrible, but I still feel it. That's not nothing. It is certainly not nothing. I can tell you that for free.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Jesus Christ. Oh. There we go. What are we looking at in this race? Piastri is starting to do very well suddenly. I think we're getting in there with the pit stop strategies. People just going on like weird alternate strategies around us. Yeah, well these guys pit to mediums and we seem to have just good pace in comparison. I like it. So yeah. That's going okay. He's up there. We need to stop again. I don't know if they're going to the end on these mediums. Potentially. Potentially. But if we can make up some more places until that time, it's not bad. Verstappen, on the other hand, I think we can safely say languishing. Down in P12, on the back of Zhou. He needs to get some more tyre temperature, I think. Let's do that for a sec. Also, I just realised you did that with 9,000 channel. Where are you getting these channel points from? Why is the fucking Mr. V Federal Reserve issuing so many channel points every single stream? Where they come from? I thought you only get like a little pittance, like fucking 10 per stream or something. I'm thinking to send 100. There's no more. There's no more. Apart from the standard one on Twitch. I am not doing 100 spins for £100 super chat. So please, please don't send your money if you think that's what you're going to get. I will fucking throw up on stream if that happens. Like £100 is £100, and I'd do a lot of things for £100, but I don't want to throw up on camera. Off camera, ooh, well, that list is extensive. But on camera, yeah, you got to be careful, you know. Anyone got 900,000 channel points? Honestly, I don't know what would be worse, doing the 100 spins or doing nine forced pit stops back to back. Also, if one barrel roll equals 9,000 channel points, but also £1, does that mean the pit stop is like £12? Yes, but you can't buy channel points. I guess we could put in a bits reward for the pit stop. Should we put in a 1200 bits reward for the pit stop? Do you like that exchange rate? I feel like that's too low. I feel like maybe 1500 bits or like 2000. Yes, do that. Ugh. I don't hate the idea. I don't hate the idea. 120,000 bits. No, I read that wrong. 12,000 bits. 12,000 bits. I'll buy 5 right now. Alright, look, we give the people what they want. This is definitely not me just trying to earn more money. No. I would never do such a thing. No. It could never be me. Could never be me. Let's go. I'm pretty sure it's fine to show you like Twitch backend stuff. I can't see any issue with this, so. Boop. Alright, let's go. Power-ups and channel points. Isn't here? How the fuck do I make a bits one? Am I stupid? Add new custom reward. How do I make a bits one? I don't want to have to Google it. Like... Because the other ones are via sound alerts, right? Not there. Oh, great. No, you can only make channel points ones. Unless I'm stupid. And there's a chance. There's a chance. Are you worried about how many pit stops you're gonna do if you end up leading a race? No, I mean for £12, no, I don't mind. That's chill with me at that point. Quite frankly. So that's cool. Gonna steal Mr. V's Chrome bookmarks. Oh god. Oh god, what have I given away? Yeah, honestly, I might just be stupid. Let's put the cars going around again while I'm checking this. Custom rewards. How to cheer. Am I dumb? Yes. No, it's the Twitch chat that's wrong. People about to exceed the cost cap, ensuring I don't win. Once again, brother, it goes into my bank account, so that's fine by me. Fine by me. Okay, I need to get a plugin. I need to get a plugin to do that. Or an extension, should I say. Can I add... Do you think I can add an extension mid-stream? Or will I break... Will I break Twitch if I do that? If you use a sound reward, you can have Guido saying pit stop. That's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. Let's check. Let's check what's available on the sound alerts board. Also, Piastri is P5 currently. And Verstappen is still not getting... He needs to get 10th from $1 million. I would really like $1 million. Okay. I'm just typing in pit stop, and we're just going to see what the top ones sound like.
Un pit stop in studio, va, anche questo per la prima volta i grandi meccanici della Ferrari, un pit stop dello studio di porta a porta. Pronti? Via!
This is an 85 second. This is a 1 minute 25 sound.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
That's gonna get me copyright strikes for sure.
Not a scheduled pit stop.
Honestly, this is not a scheduled pit stop from Crofty.
This is not a scheduled pit stop.
For £12, we deserve 85 seconds. No, I like the Crofty one. I like the Crofty one. We can have a thing. We can have a thing that comes up. We can have a thing that comes up. No, wait, no. Maybe we can't.
This is not a scheduled pit stop.
Let me see. Let me see. If they have to stay out one.
Box. Stay out. Hey, stop! Late now. Say, copy.
Don't play it again, you fuck!
Box. Stay out. Hey, stop! Late now. Say, copy.
You could record one, Shabby. I don't know.
And box now, box for hard. Stay out.
Fuck! What?
This is the one.
Position 5. Multifunction tire, position 5.
That's the one. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay. Channel points? Fuck no. No hope in hell. I can do... I think I can type it in. The default amount of that range is 1250. Let me see. My alerts. See if I can turn it down to 12. I don't know. I don't want to charge you the extra 50p. That would just be... I know it's on a slider. It has to be either 1000, 1250, or 1500. We'll go 1250. I'm sure... I hope that's fine by you. I prefer the Crofty one. It's my decision, mate. I think this one's longer as well. People want long. This one's 15 seconds. The Crofty one is 2 seconds. More bang for your buck, right? That says it's added. Want to move it to the top? I'll put it...
Box now, box for hard. Stay out.
You fucking played it already. Are you serious?
Multifunction tire, position 5. Multifunction tire, position 5.
I don't want to box either of them, quite frankly. I mean, Max has got worse tires. We didn't even set the rules. Is it like the lead car? Is it either car? It's not both. It's not both cars. There's no way it's both cars. It's not both cars. It is not both.
At this moment that he knew.
It's not both cars. No. Look at the points one. Is it both cars? Oh fuck. F1 manager pit stop. And in description, make a stop now with both cars. Oh, shit. I've made it. I'm gonna change the name so it says pit both cars just for future clarifications. But yeah. This was a resounding failure. Anyway, we can pit onto mediums. I'm allowed to at least do a beneficial stop. There's nothing in the rules against that. So we pit this lap. We'll go on to mediums. It's a strategy conflict, but we've got mediums to spare. We can make this work. No. Confirm the pit this lap. And Max, same thing. This might actually be the golden strategy if no one else does one. This might be the best thing we've done all race. How far apart are they on the track? There's a gap. We can double stack. There's a gap. This would be... If we were 1-2 and like a second apart and we have to double stack, fuck me. We'll leave this as both cars. Much like the barrel roll reward, we shall review the pricing structure depending on number of transactions. If this gets called way too many times, then I'll change it to one car and we'll make a more expensive one for two cars. It is £12.50 though, after all. If we were 1-2, that's never going to happen. It will happen! We have done so much development for 2026. We are going to be so quick in 2026, you have no idea. I might want to go softs because stream is going to kill you. I choose to remain optimistic about you guys. I choose to think that you're not that mean. Ooh, yellow flag. A safety car. Oh, bro. If you guys call one and there happens to be a safety car that same lap, I'm still allowed to pit then.
Car ahead. Ocon.
Just saying.
Ocon.
Just saying.
You got a show behind.
I'm not going to get a 1-2 now. You have the pit stop powers. Yeah, I'm slightly concerned. But then again, £12 is £12. And I would do worse for £12. Still insane, though. Boxing Max might actually be good. I choose to believe that this was a good strategy. I choose to believe. I'm going to put them on a heavier pace just in case.
Just try and warm your front end.
We can send it. We can make something happen with these tires. We're just outside the points. P12 is okay. I'm willing to go into debt to make Mr. V lose. Look, you know, guys, look. If I have to lose made up virtual race in exchange for cold hard cash coming my way at the end of the month, you know. What a shame. What a shame. That being said, I would very much like to actually win one of these races. My whole identity as a content creator is riding on the fact that you guys think I'm smart and that I know what I'm talking about. And so a win in F1 Manager would really help to cement that, I think.
You did a good job.
Not just come in P11 every single race. What happens if you do so many pit stops you don't have more tires? You're allowed to do them. You're allowed to stop onto the same tires again, right? Yeah. Like, you can just stop back onto the same tire. You can't run out of tires. Like, you could stop every lap and you just swap between the same two set of tires. That's fine. Obviously, if you start to puncture them, you're going to have an issue. But, like, I have all these to play with, and I can just, like, swap between two sets of softs. You literally can't slow me down. I'll be on soft tires every lap. I'll be the quickest car there is.
Sweet.
I don't think you're smart. I just think you're sufficient in Excel.
P10 for now.
Well, I mean, Excel's not easy, so that is at least an accolade. That's a realistic accolade that you can get, like, a good job from, so I don't hate it. The entire nation of Indonesia banned the stream for 10 seconds. Which 10 seconds? Hard times we live in when F1 managers have to pit their drives for extra cash. I will say though, if this was the thing in real life, like £1 million to pit a car, it would spice up the races, let's put it that way.
Tyres are good.
What would be a reasonable level? Because obviously the benefit from winning a race is enormous, or like winning a season. But I think like 5 or 10 mil, and it specifically it goes to the team that you pit. So imagine it's like in the app where you can choose like driver of the day, but alongside that, you make a transaction. Let's say it's 5 mil. And like 4 mil goes to the team and 1 mil goes to Formula 1. It's a fundraiser, you know? A little bit of spice to the race. It would certainly keep things interesting. Monaco Grand Prix, but with that in play, would certainly keep things interesting. Italy would go broke winning races for Ferrari. That is the thing though, like you get like the Bahraini National Wealth Fund just making sure McLaren win because they own the team. It would be a good fundraiser for Formula 1, let's put it that way. Can I do every season of F1 but it's reverse championship order? What do you mean reverse championship order? Like the last person just gets crowned the champion? That's quite easy to figure out. Or do you mean like the points are reversed? Or do you mean it's like reverse grid? Which is impossible to say what the outcome of the race would be in that case.
5 seconds back to show behind.
Okay, we're getting through. We're getting through. Piastri still up in the points on the back of Vesti, but we'll see on better tyres should be able to get through. Verstappen, not so good. Oh, fuck, it's ERS. God damn it, man, I get distracted. Legalized race fixing. Yeah, but, you know, if it's...
A lot can still happen.
If it's all equal, anyone can do it at any time, and it's all legit. It's all above board. It's all legit. Like, it's records, these things. But also, because some of it goes to the FIA, it means that teams can't do it, right? Because then that would be like match fixing. But fans can do it.
Lovely stuff.
And if one of those fans just happens to be like,
P9 for now.
you know, Lawrence Stroll sat at home, I suppose that's legal. Piastri up in P8 with the stop. I'll take it. Okay, we got 18 laps to go. Let's start getting through this thing a little bit quicker. Mazepin 2021 champion. But that's the thing, of 5 million a pop. So if you want to pit 19 cars, you're already spending what, $95 million. That is not a small amount. Like, it's set at a place where no one in the world can just do that willy-nilly. Like, no one can pit stop Red Bull every single lap at that price. But like, collections, you know, the Tifosi, you know, people do, like, community lottery funds. It could be, like, the same thing. And, like, the Tifosi could certainly scrape through. And so if Charles Leclerc was running P2 one race, they could, like, pull together some money and, like, get one opportune pit stop on, like, Norris. So we got to set the levels right, but I think 5 mil is a good going in point. Because, yeah, you could get some billionaires and they drop like 100 mil a race. But even with an extra pit stop, is Lance winning in that Aston Martin currently? No. I think there's cars out ahead who could take the extra stop and still finish ahead of him. Teams will spend shit tons on the fake names making their rivals pit. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But the rivals will just do it back again. I'm sure Nationwide will up my credit limit from 1,500 to 95 million pounds. I would also quite like a 95 million overdraw cap. Overdraft, I should say. That it would help. You know, I'm going to earn it back. I'm going to earn it back. Clearly going to earn it back. Have you seen the numbers on the YouTube channel, mate? Obviously going to earn back that 95 mil. So I don't know why HSBC keep declining my 8-digit overdraft cap. But yeah, thoughts on Sonoda in FP1 and FP2. I didn't watch the sessions. I've just seen the results. I certainly get the feeling from what I've seen that he's going to struggle this weekend. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we see Sonoda get like a Q2 exit. Because, I mean, I wouldn't want to be learning a car for the first time at Suzuka, of all places. It's not an easy track, and it's a track that requires a lot of comfort to go quick in lots of those corners. Like, if you're not entirely comfortable with the car, trying to like fling it through Degner or through 130R is a bit sketchy. So I would much prefer to be learning a car on, say, I mean, even like China probably. But yeah, I think Sonoda will do okay, but I could see him struggle. I could see him finishing outside the points, that kind of thing. Didn't watch FP1, FP2. Obviously, FP2 really disrupted, which doesn't help him. Yeah. I think Red Bull, the organization, will be kinder on him. They know there's no going back, so at least you won't get Helmut Marko. Well, at least you won't get Christian Horner saying some arsehole stuff in interviews. Helmut Marko will still say something dickheadish in an interview, but that's just in his nature. Oscar with this. Oscar's going absolutely mental, honestly. If we don't get another stop, this could actually have turned out to be a very good strategy. I might come off the pace. No, you know, we just kind of want to get ahead of Vesti, and then we're not really challenging the top 4. But I guess if we can get in there and interrupt Science, we'll stay on the pace for now. We'll stay on the pace. I just need Verstappen to get up into P10, which should be possible, but he's struggling with it currently. You can get there, you can get there. Go around the outside of Vesti. Vesti is on hards, I want to say he is. And Leclerc follows us through. That should actually help us. Leclerc doesn't seem as fighty, and also he just cuts the apex at 2. Okay, Charles. Sainz is only 2 seconds ahead. He is! And like maybe we can get up there and disrupt him. But we're going to be on very low tyre. Actually, it's only going down to about 50%. Yeah, we keep pushing. We keep pushing. We'll be good. We'll be good. Yuki didn't set a time in FP2. That's why he's 18th. In FP1, he was a 10th off. Yeah. But that's just FP1. Like, you don't know what Max was doing in the car. Like, Max might be half a second off his actual pace just because he was testing out some setups or doing something. So, yeah. I could see... I'm going to say Yuki Q2 exit. I would love to see him up into Q3, but I just think... Considering how... Also, guys, you have to consider how close the field is now. Like, we have some races last year where the entire grid was separated by, what, like 0.8 in qualifying? Crazy margins. So considering how close the top 10 is, I just think it's going to be a struggle for Yuki to crack into top 10 in Q2, so I think he's going to go out. Horner said in an interview that both of them are using the same engine mode. Yeah, man, that's one tiny part of the equation. Like, Max could have been fully off throttle, like through 130R, just doing something, doing some test, doing like some high downforce setup test. Like, who knows? Who knows? There's loads of stuff. Also, yeah, we get ahead of Sainz. Leclerc goes through with us, but is only 1.5 seconds up the road. Sainz is going to continue the fight. There is honestly a chance that we get like a 4th here. Which I don't hate. I don't hate that. Do we even trust Horner? No. No. Basically. Okay, I would love to get onto the back of Leclerc, but I don't know if we have the pace. Let's put him on DRS deploy for now. Max can start to push fuel a bit. Should help him get up into P10. He's going okay. Tyres are okay. We just need to get back into the DRS Leclerc, and then we're there, honestly. Get within a second. If we can push through this middle bit. What are Leclerc's tyres? He is on softs, actually. So that would explain why he's going quick. But, again, they should be falling off towards the end of this thing, which might give us an in the last couple of laps. Could be fun. Could be fun. I know one of you arseholes is going to call a pit stop on, like, lap 70. I can just feel it. But once again, £12 is £12. 1,200 bits is 1,200 bits. So no sniffing at that. We're actually falling further off Leclerc. He is pushing. I'm basically just seeing this out. 7 laps to go. What the fuck is a zucchini? Are you even watching this stream? Are you watching one of the streams from back in November? I think you should do every F1 season, but the person who wins doesn't count. So if you win, no points, and P2 is basically P1. Sorry if that's confusing. Well, that's kind of like what we did with eliminating the champions. I think we need something more. A bit more, like, difference. Something weird to chuck in there. I would like to do another one of those where we go through all the seasons, crack out the outfits again. I've had like other ideas I've been working on, but I'm thinking of a couple ways that we can do that. Because it would be fun. People have said as well, like, technically in F2 you can come back after 2 years. So people would like to see that done again. I'm not going to do the same thing again. But... I don't hate the idea of doing like a draft system. So like simulating the draft every year where like the bottom teams get the top drivers and then... But then it's like saying like how good would Schumacher be in a 1995... I don't know what car was back of the grid then, but like let's say it was a fucking Coloni. It's impossible to say where he would have finished in the race. Like we can obviously just swap their points around, or we can like try and use the ELO system to estimate. But so I would like to do something like that, but it's such a weird one to figure out, and like the results would basically just be made up. So you can do something like dressage, where the most average wins. I have no idea what the rules of dressage are, funnily enough. I'm not that kind of posh. So yeah. Oh, Mrs. V is outside and she has left her keys. We are just gonna... There's 3 laps to go. I need to go let her into the flat.
How are the tyres?
Do not call a pit stop.
It's still okay.
I'm back.
3. Go.
I'm back. How did the interview go, Mrs. V? She's not... Well, she can't hear you. She's not in the room. I will ask her after this. Okay. I kind of want to push fuel a little bit, but then again, we're like 8 seconds off the back of Stroll with Verstappen, so he's not catching him. Piastri 5 seconds off Leclerc. Sainz has fallen way back though. I think both our drivers are kind of just in this zone. Excellent. Let's not go too crazy. Let's not run out of fuel, because apparently if you have enough fuel, you don't have enough fuel. Thank you, game. So just going to be careful on that one. 2 laps to go. Figure out whether having kids does make you slower. So like split every driver's career into like pre and post kids. That's pretty mental. That's pretty mental. But it's kind of weird because typically people like, you obviously start your career as a junior and like typically a worse team, and then you get like better opportunities towards the end of your career lots of the time. So there's a correlation with people having more success later in their career. Well, is there a correlation? I'm just saying that. Anyway. But your careers are not stagnant, right? Like, you make a name for yourself, you get better opportunities with better teams, or the opposite is true and you have a bad season and you get kind of relegated to bad teams for the rest of your career.
Yep.
But I think there's so many other like points in there that we can't say if having kids makes you slower, unless people had kids and stayed at the same team for like a significant amount of time. Final lap. Final lap. Are we doing another GP after this? No, I need to head out. I have plans this evening, which is why we're doing an early stream. We should be back to normal time. Tuesday, Thursday. Regular times, regular dates. Days of the week, at least, next week. But no, I have plans this evening, so we're streaming a bit earlier so I can then fuck off and go out. Final lap. I don't even know if it is possible to stop now if you guys were to call it in. It's literally not possible, so we cannot get screwed up by a pit stop. We'd love to see it. We love to see it. We just have to get around Piastri with the P5. We lose points to McLaren again, but we are cementing our P4. It's good for the Drivers' Championship. We get all our bonus money. Piastri had to get P14, so he's certainly done that. Verstappen gets his P10 as well. It's all good. Use that £30 on spinning to buy Mrs. V something nice. Well, maybe. I obviously won't get it. I will get the super chat money now on the 20th of May. So at that time, I will get her something nice. It takes you a long time to get paid on YouTube. Like, everything you earn for the month gets bundled up, and you get paid that between the 20th and the 25th of the next month. So any super chats I get now, it's not like I have them straight away. Twitch is a bit quicker. So, like, everything for the month you get, like, in the second week of the next month. But still, like, it's all on delay. It's not like if I get loads of super chats, I can go and have a big night out this evening, like. So it all feels very, like, surreal as a job. Enjoy getting wankered. Thank you. We take that. P5, P9 is kind of just how we would have finished anyway. I feel like the stop onto the mediums worked out quite well. I think honestly if we stayed on the hards and then went to softs, we might have had a worse finish position. So you actually gave me a good strategy, chat. Thank you for that one. Yuki Tsunoda with another podium goes up 6 places to take P3. Charles Leclerc, who started down in P17 near us, recovers to a P4. Ferrari is absolutely juiced, it would seem. Sainz is washed, down 4 places from P2. Who else washed out? George Russell, qualified P3 and finishes P10. Ugh. In the drivers, that means Tsunoda goes ahead of Oscar, but fair play. They're level on points. We can put him in his place. We've got 4 races to go. We can beat Tsunoda. Max, still P11. Cannot overcome the might of George Russell, but you never know. Constructors is, yeah, we're such a huge gulf. 90 points behind McLaren. Over 100 points ahead of RB. We are getting P4. We take those. In a way, an eventful Mexican Grand Prix, but in another more real way, a very uneventful Mexican Grand Prix, just like the real Mexican Grand Prix. You know what's not uneventful? Interlagos, baby! I should be back Tuesday next week for the Brazilian Grand Prix 2025. Regular time, so like 7:30 UK time. Should be good. Can I get this drug save? It's all mine. I'll catch you guys then. Hopefully a video before then. Depends how long it takes to edit the next 2.5 hours of it. We shall see. But yeah, cheers for joining me. I'm not used to streaming this time and the sun is coming in at a weird angle. I'm getting fully blinded trying to look at the screen over there. What is this thing, the sun? I'm not used to it. What points did we get? What do you mean, what points did we get? I think we just got normal points for those positions, right? But there's actually no way for me to check that. So I don't know. Also, I would like to point out, I honestly might make a video on these maps at some point. Purple is straight sections according to the keys. So yeah, main straight, that makes sense. And coming out of the S's here, that makes sense. Between the left and right-handers in the middle of the stadium section, and actually at the apex of, I think, turn 14, a straight section. Really? And then it's fast between that and like turn. Oh, also technically, guys, Mexico. So these corners, this is turn 12. The sort of hairpinny one, turn 13. Then we have turn 14 where you turn right. But then that, to get onto the Parotada, is turn 16. So where's turn 15? Where's turn 15 in all of this? Where is it? What turn 15? What do you mean? So yeah, just batshit crazy, but you will learn more about that in the upcoming video. I'm going to head off. I need to eat some stuff and we just head out. Cheers for joining me. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the people resubbing over on Twitch and the bits as well. I shall hoard them like a fucking goblin.